Hey guys, welcome back to another AP Flores video. Ever since College Board announced AP Business, one of the biggest questions students have been asking is, how is this course different from AP Economics? After all, both courses involve money, decision making, and real world applications. At first, they can seem pretty similar, but the reality is that AP Business and AP Economics are designed to answer very different questions. So in this video, we'll be breaking down what each course focuses on, how they're different, where they overlap, and which course might be the better fit for you. Let's start with AP Economics. Economics is the study of how individuals, businesses, and governments make choices when resources are limited. Throughout the course, students explore topics like how markets work, why prices rise and fall, how consumers and producers make decisions, and how government policies can influence economic outcomes. Rather than focusing on a specific company or organization, economics takes a much broader view. It looks at how entire markets and economies function, helping explain the forces that shape the world around us every day. Now, as I've explained in my first video, AP Business takes a different approach. Instead of studying entire economies, the course focuses on organizations and the decisions they make. Throughout the course, students explore topics such as entrepreneurship, finance, marketing, operations, and management. Rather than examining how markets function on a large scale, AP Business takes a much narrower view and looks at how individual organizations operate, compete, and make strategic decisions. The goal is to understand how businesses are created, how they operate, and how leaders make decisions in real-world situations. So, if both courses involve decision making and real world applications, what exactly separates them? The simplest way to think about it is this: AP Economics studies economies and markets, AP Business studies organizations and the decisions they make. Economics asks questions like why do prices rise, what causes inflation, how do markets allocate resources, and business asks questions like how does a company market its product, how can a business increase profits, and what strategies help an organization succeed. While the two subjects can overlap, they focus on very different levels of analysis. Another major difference between the two courses is their scope. Economics typically looks at broad systems involving consumers, producers, governments, and markets. The focus is often on understanding how large groups of people interact and how economic forces shape outcomes. AP Business, on the other hand, focuses on individual organizations. Rather than studying an entire economy, students examine how specific businesses operate, compete, and make decisions. Another major difference is the focus on entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship plays a significant role in AP Business. Students learn how opportunities are identified, how businesses are started, and how entrepreneurs bring ideas to life. While economics may occasionally discuss businesses and innovation, entrepreneurship is not a primary focus of the course. If you're interested more in startups, business creation, or turning ideas into organizations, AP Business is likely to spend much more time exploring those topics than AP Economics. A third difference involves the types of decisions being studied. In AP Business, students frequently analyze decisions made within organizations. These might include marketing strategies, financial choices, operational improvements, or management decisions. Economics focuses less on managing a business and more on understanding how people and markets respond to incentives, costs, and changing economic conditions. In other words, AP Business often asks how a company should act, while AP Economics focuses on how markets are likely to respond. Despite their differences, AP Business and AP Economics do share some important similarities. Both courses emphasize critical thinking and real-world problem solving. Students in either class will analyze information, evaluate different options, and use evidence to support their decisions. Both courses also focus on situations that occur outside the classroom, helping students understand the economic and business forces that influence everyday life. So while the subject approach problems from different perspectives, they often use similar analytical skills. Let's look at a simple example to see how these courses might approach the same situation differently. Imagine a local coffee shop raises the price of a cup of coffee. An economics student might ask how consumers will respond to the higher price, whether demand will decrease, and how competitors in the market might react. A business student might focus on a different set of questions. Will the price increase improve profitability? How should the change be communicated to customers? And will the company's marketing strategy need to adjust? Both courses are analyzing the same situation, but they're looking at it through very different lenses. So, what does this all mean if you're deciding between these courses? The key takeaway is that AP Business and AP Economics are not interchangeable. Although they share some concepts, each course develops a different way of thinking. Economics helps students to understand markets, incentives, and economic systems, while AP Business focuses more on organizations, entrepreneurship, and strategic decision making. Rather than competing with one another, the two courses can actually complement each other quite well. Neither course is more important than the other. They simply offer different perspectives and skill sets. So, which course should you take ultimately? If you're interested in how markets work, why prices change, and how economic decisions affect society, AP Economics may be the better fit for you. On the other hand, if you're interested in entrepreneurship, business strategy, finance, marketing, and how organizations operate, AP Business may be more appealing to you. Ultimately, the best choice depends on your interests and academic goals, since both courses offer very valuable skills and different perspectives. Now, the final verdict. At the end of the day, AP Business and AP Economics are simply designed to answer very different questions. Economics focuses on understanding markets and economies, while AP Business focuses on understanding organizations and the decisions they make. Neither course is simply a replacement for the other. Instead, they provide very different lessons and values on how the world of business and economics works. Understanding that distinction is the key to choosing the course that's right for you. Hey guys, we've come to the end of my second ever AP Floors video. I want to thank you so much for watching, and I hope that this comparison helped you better understand the differences between AP Business and AP Economics. Consider subscribing so you don't miss future videos covering AP Business concepts, course updates, study resources, and exam prep. I'm AP Floors, and I'll see you in the next one.